What's happening, guys? It's Mr. London Plumber and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the weekly mashup where I add in the content which I've done all week and we speak about it and I discuss it, and if you missed it, this is the place to be. But before I start, I've noticed you're not subscribed. Why are we doing every week? We're gonna do this. Why aren't you subscribed? Shout out to all the new subscribers who have been subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you. This week we're going to cover some jobs which I've done. We're going to cover some content and we're going to cover a little bit of the gym as well, because it's part of what I'm doing in it. So this is what you get in the weekly mashup. You get a bit of everything. If you've missed it, this is the place to be. But make sure you're subscribed, because we need more people to subscribe to the channel to build and to show what we're doing. Right? My name's Mr. London Plumber. Let's get straight into it. So I think we're going to start with the jobs, let's say, because a lot of us are here to see the plumbing jobs. Oh, what did you do this week and what did you do that week? Right, so let's get to it. So this week, yeah, I'm going to discuss a job which I was on, and you know, when you look at some jobs, yeah, I'm an experienced plumber. I don't talk about other people or other people's work. It's a bit like I'm old enough to not do it. Do you get it? And I know what type of things those things. I know what type of I know how. Let me say it to you again. I know how it makes other people feel if someone's talking about them or something like that, bullying in some type of way. So I don't do it. I'm a big man. I ain't got time for it. What I do is I just get along with the job, and I do tell the customer at the end, you know, like, oh, I wonder who fitted that in. I wouldn't do that because it should be done like this. But who they choose to go with the first time over, that's up to them. Sometimes I do make people pay twice, because at the end of the day, if I have to fix someone else's mistake, that means that it's going to take me longer time to do the job, what I need to do it correctly, right? So we've got to this job, and there's a few things to do at this job. So I'll go over one of the first things. The first things, we had to alter the flue. So the flue needed to be changed in the direction and the way it was going out. So that was a kind of like an outside job, which we done. I actually used my cutters, which you see me use quite a lot. So they are PVC cutters from Ox Tools. You saw me do my little cameo reel. This got like 10,000 views. I like it. That was, and I filmed this content when I was on there, but I'm getting, you know. So right, if you didn't know you could use those, you can use those to cut the flues. I done it and it was perfect. Anyway, that was one of the little jobs that we had to do, so it wasn't really too much there. And we also had to look at a toilet, a leaning Tower of Pisa style toilet, which when I get to jobs, I always ask myself, who done this? Who done this? Like, whose uncle or brother or dad done this job? But when I say I keep it to myself, I mean, look, someone could have said that about a job what I done years ago. Like, who done this? This is a mess. But keeping it to myself, I don't allow everyone to show you that, to show everyone that I'm critiquing other people or I'm like watching. I'm not. I've got tunnel vision in life where I just look at myself and focus on the things what I need to do to better myself. It doesn't better me talking about a next man's job or the next woman's job that they done at this site and now it's all messed up. No, it doesn't. That doesn't benefit me. We're on grown people's business. So we look at the job. We ask the customer what we need to ask them, which is, you know, like, are you going to have the floor leveled? They said, yeah. So, all right, cool, no problem. We'll come back when it's leveled, innit? Because it doesn't make sense how it is. But anyway, that same job, I had to go back and put the toilet back in, and I'd done that, and there was a little vid I'll show you when I'm doing it now. So that was a bit of authorizations, because like I said, if the floor's not level, how are you supposed to get everything back up and get the pan back to the wall and stuff like that? You're not going to do it, are you? Do you get it? So you've got to make a plinth or make something for it to sit on, so it's not rocking back and forward, because rocking back and forward, that will smash the pan at some point, innit? Just think about it, innit? We like to do things properly, to the best of our ability. to the circumstances. Do you get it? That's why I've learned not to critique other people and not to be like, oh, well, you should have done this. That might have not been the case, because murder might have been the case. They might just want you in and out and just to do it anyhow. If I could walk away from things like that, I would. I'd be like, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to do it properly. And this is the only way properly we can do it. If you're not going to level the floor, if you're not going to do this, we have to do this. So we ended up doing that. And it ended up looking like this. So it wasn't too bad. The customer was really happy with it. I had to make up those bits of wood, cut those pieces myself, which I'm quite happy with my woodwork skills. When I was cutting it, I thought to myself, it's a good thing that I paid attention when I was in college, just how to use other tools which are not an impact driver, which are not a combi drill. I know how to use a circular saw. I know how to cut wood. Do you get it? Don't even say it. That's weird if you say anything past that point. I don't say stuff like that, but anyway, wood, you know what I mean, anyway, by the wood. Anyway, so I've had to go back to this job now, and they said, oh, we've got a block toilet. So I said, all right, cool. Love a bit of block toilet sometimes. Quick job, quick bit of money, in and out. So I went there, toilets, I've ran the toilet, and they said, oh, the stack, it starts to run down the stack. And I'm like, the only reason why it would run down the stack is because it's obliterated somewhere, or fittings popped off, or something's happened. So I've had to do me magic and find out. Your investigation when you're trying to find something out is paramount, especially when you're on jobs like that where people say, oh, it's one thing, but it might be another thing. Again, I don't mind diagnosing problems and finding out what is the problem, but when you uncover something, like when I started to take off the floor tiles and I started to remove some of the plywood which was underneath that, I could see that this is just to call it one of them ones, innit? So I thought to myself, I could do this. If there's only a little leak, like at the pan connector, it won't be so much of a problem. But if it's by the stack, that's like over to the wall. So it was a bit difficult to get to, but I wanted to gain some access so I could see what was going on. I did use my inspection camera. I feel that tools like that are underrated, but need to be rated in a sense of like, I don't need to rip everything up. I can see what I'm looking at. And also I know how to use my phone as well. So being able to put your phone in cracks, put the light on, and then don't even try and look at the content, what it's filming, just make sure you can go around. And I got an iPhone Pro, so therefore I can move in and out with the, you know, like zooming it in and out so I can see like where exactly it's leaking from. So at one point, obviously I flushed the toilet and I saw where it was coming from, and I thought, oh, that's been like that for a while. And this is the thing, when you know stuff, yeah, like when someone says to you, oh, it's leaking there, or it's wet there. So there is like a, let's call it a mini void, which runs up here. So the stack runs down, there's a downstairs toilet underneath it. So when I'm looking at that void, I'm saying to myself, hold on, when the person's flushing the toilet, the water's running on the outside of the, it's running on the outside of the stack, but it's also hitting the brickwork, which is around it like that. So I'm saying, this is not right. It's definitely, the stack's definitely popped off. It's kind of going to be a bigger problem than what I thought it was going to be at the beginning. But you diagnose all your problems when you're on the job, and you probably learn the most when you're doing jobs. So found out where it was coming from, thought to myself, yeah, need to go back and price this one up properly, because now we've got to this point, the rest of the work is going to be quite easy, but it's not going to be cheap. That's the thing. And I think doing any work and doing it properly, when it was done wrong, you have to make sure that you spend the time. Spending the time costs money, innit? You need to test the stack after we do it and make sure that it's not leaking from anywhere else, probably, because it could be leaking from other places, because I found 2 leaks. So, you know, let's just hope that it's not leaking from anywhere else, because if it is leaking from anywhere else, we're talking about ripping out further down and exposing more of the stack, which is downstairs on a wall, as it comes down to link onto another toilet. But I think it's about being able to communicate with your customers and being able to tell them what's up straight away. I just tell people how it is, innit? You know, it's not my problem, and it is in your house, but we're here to fix your problems, but we want to give you some solutions. Again, I hope that this person doesn't do or want to do things on the cheap again, because sometimes when you do a cheap job, it doesn't get done right. It was probably the first job which was done quite cheaply and poorly and wasn't didn't have any checks. Like, no one checked it in it, because if you checked it, it wouldn't have been like that. And that had been leaking for a while, because I've seen a lot of leaks. I used to do some insurance work with companies, and I just used to do leak detection and actually finding leaks and actually finding where they are, whether they're underneath tiles, whatever. We could do it. So I learned a lot of things by doing that, and that made me quite confident in going to a lot of domestic homes and being able to diagnose the problems, which general people definitely do have. So that was something which helped. So I think some of the skills, what you learned earlier, they're going to pay for you later. And that was a prime example. So now I'm going to start talking about some of the content which I have been making this week and been putting up. So I've been sharing some small reels about my health and fitness journey and just being able to be more active. You know, it's coming towards summer for everyone, so everyone's trying to work out and trying to look good. Regatta sent me this top, actually. This is a gym top, actually. I love this fit, and I've been working out and actually showing some people some of the pull-ups and some of the dips, what I've been doing. I've been making this as a routine for myself. So I've been going gym every single day, and I've been doing like 2 strength and conditioning days, and the other day I do like my normal workouts, but I'm making sure I'm adding some more cardio into it, because I want to slim down just a bit, but I also want to retain my muscle as well. So I just want to keep that up by also making myself stronger by adding those strength conditioning days in, where I just do that type of workout. And these are obviously some of the videos which I'm rolling here over, which you can see of me working out. Always appreciate some feedback in that type of situation there with the workout things and stuff like that. But I'm enjoying it, making the content, but also working out as well, because I feel a lot better. I feel motivated. I think that I'm looking a little bit more better as well. Shout out to Gallum that's been saying that. And what it is now that I'm thinking to myself, do you know what? I'm going to share more of it, because this whole making content and doing YouTube, yeah, it can't just be about plumbing and all that, because it's not that exciting, I'll be honest with you. What's exciting is most of the stuff which comes with it. So I can do most plumbing jobs comfortably, but to be able to be involved in content making like I am, and to be behind the scenes and for you guys to see what I do actually get up to, that's what I think people are really, really interested in. And I don't blame them at the end of the day, innit? I personally don't watch loads of plumbing content videos about this person, about that. I'm more interested in what they're doing outside or something, if they're at a barbecue or if they're this or that, or what they do in their spare time, because generally we basically do the same things in general, right? So now we spoke about the gym, I'm going to go back and I'm going to speak about one more other job. So we was up in North London, and this is a drink which I want to tell you about. So it's something which is going to be showcasing on my channel really soon. I don't know if you guys have seen the clips which I done for Y Food. This was another one of my sponsors, which I'm actually going to have to hit up soon, because something's going on with them. But I made this advert for Y Food, and I got this little voucher code thing which you can use. But the drink I want to tell you about is not that drink, it's this drink. So this drink, yeah, is Magic Minds, yeah, which I've found to be quite productive. I like how it tastes. It's like, it's a herb, it's like a good drink, what's good for you, innit? So I'm not going to talk about it too much, because there's something going on with me and them in it. So I will do something where I speak a lot about it, but I'll just show you the back of the bottle now, so you can see what's inside it and stuff like that. And then we'll talk about it another time. What I do have to tell you about is that I put a little reel up when it comes to my content. So I put this content up, which is about a true utility knife sharpening tool, which you can also get with my discount code. So True Utility make loads of things. They make lighters, knives. They make really robust keyrings which are very high quality. That's one thing I will say to you, very, very high quality keyrings. If you want to get something for your dad, your brother or something like that, one of the best places to get little keyrings. You can use my voucher code as well. So yeah, make sure you check it out. let's get back to this job what I was talking about in North London. So we're going over to this job now, and we do heating, ventilation, and we do drainage, yeah, as a company. We do servicing of boilers as well. So we came across this really, really old boiler, which is over here, and it had a Honeywell control on it, but we didn't know what brand it was because it doesn't have a cover case on it, because you know most cover cases tell you the information on it, and this one didn't. So I wondered if I put a picture up here, if any of you guys could tell me if you've worked on any of these boilers before and what model number it is as well. That would be very helpful if you drop that in the description box below. I can't believe I've been talking for this long and not told you what's in the description box. So my Instagram will be in there. My TikTok will be in there where I post daily, and my Facebook as well. So definitely go and like them up and drop a comment as well, just to show me that like maybe you've seen this boiler or you haven't seen it or you don't know. But we did the service on this boiler as well. So you had the analyzer machine out, and we're going to come back to do some other little bits on it as well. But it's nice to see these old school boilers which are still working today, because there's the thing when it comes to like plumbing and heating, you know, if it's not broken, don't try and fix it. It works, leave it. And what we've found as well is that obviously a lot of people, they turn their central heating system off, like coming towards the summer, and don't turn it back on. So, and they only use it in the winter and these times there. So I think that was the case with these lot, but we got it going, and we done some tests on the gas coming in and going out like that, going up to the appliances. So we realised that was all A1. But I don't really share that much on when it comes to like gas and stuff like that, because I'm not gas safe. My uncle is gas safe, and I learn a lot of stuff through him. But the more I learn is the more I will speak about it more and more confidently, like I speak about plumbing. So just bear with me with that, and I will start to add in more of that content, because I know there's a lot of gas engineers and a lot of Corgley people, old Corgley people. That's who I used to work with. I used to work with a Corgley engineer. That's how old I am when it comes to plumbing and gas. So if you have to be old enough to know what Corgley is. Anyway, it's another story. What I did get sent out when it comes to the content side of it is I got sent out these lovely tops from Regatta. So Regatta has always, well, they've always been a good people to me, man. They've been sending me out some cool stuff. As you know, I do podcasts and do loads of other different content which is outside just being a plumber and doing some jobs. So I need to look smooth and suave. So I'm going to run you through a few things what they sent me. So they sent me this gilet as well. I really do like that. But before, I was kind of like an anti-man against gilet, you know, because I kind of thought it was like a dad's jacket. Do you get what I mean? Like, why is your dad wearing that jacket? But when I put this on, I was getting some comments. Believe me, some women was whistling after me. Yeah, I turned around and said, hey, talking to me? They said, yeah. So that was all good, you know what I mean? I got this jacket as well from them, this winter jacket, this blue jacket. I took a couple pics up with it, and they put it up on their Instagram as well. So if you're not following my Instagram, you should, because that's when you see me do the unboxing. I don't really do the unboxing so much on my YouTube channel when it comes to me getting deliveries. I do get quite a few deliveries a week, but should I start sharing them with you guys on YouTube? Just let me know, and I can do that. I don't have a problem with that. But mainly I share it on my Instagram, because that platform for me is the platform that kind of put me on. So I'm always stay loyal to it, but I understand that YouTube is a different community, it's a different bunch of people. But I respect it, man. And you know, like, I think sometimes people thought, could Mr. London Plumber make long form content, which is interesting? You see it, you see the timestamps now, you know what we're on. It's easy to do it because I understand what to do. I just didn't know if people would accept me like in the way my Instagram things accepted me. But it is what it is, isn't it? You have to work at it, and you will get somewhere in it. And I'm finding that is the case with my YouTube channel. While I still have to remind people every single video, could you subscribe, like, share, drop a comment, all of that stuff. Before I didn't really want to say that, but now religiously I might even get a t-shirt. Like, share and follow. So let me show you some of the rest of the bits what Regatta sent out to me. So the other bits, they sent me this blue gym t-shirt as well. I like the fit on it as well. Sent me this as well, which you can see. I made a little workout video where I was wearing it. I've got some trousers as well. And I've got some blue trousers as well. I like the way they look as well. I'm saying blue trousers because I don't know the full names of them, but I will try and put them underneath so you guys can see, because I know that's a bit annoying. Oh, blue trousers or this trousers or that trousers. I also got a black hoodie top as well, which was just a plain top. Really nice. I just like to be plain sometimes. No logos sometimes. It's just not necessary, man. I do sometimes wear my logo tops quite a lot with my logo on it, but I don't mind wearing little low-key things like with the Regatta, because for me, it's been some of the best quality clothes you can buy when it comes to construction. I remember you've seen me work with, so I've worked with all of them. There isn't nobody who hasn't sent me anything. I'll try and show you some of the videos. When I say all of them, look, you can see for yourself. I've had these lot send me video, send me clothes, these lot send me clothes, these lot send me boots, these lot send me stuff. It's great, it's amazing, but I'm very thankful because I've not had to buy any work clothes in a very long time. Do you know what I mean? So it's been nice, but I also make sure I do a good justice by making good content for these people to be able to share. And for me, then it's just for me to be able to practice at my content making, but also show them and use the clothes, because I wear them, innit? So I'm going to different jobs all the time. I don't know if you guys have seen this outfit, what Regatta sent to me. I like this. This might be one of my favorite like matching set things to wear, because I used to get a lot of comments in Chelsea when I was walking up and down when I was wearing this. This comes, I've got this with the windbreaker jacket as well, and the soft shell jacket. I've got about 5 or 6 soft shell jackets from Regatta. And if you know anyone that makes or gets their things printed onto jackets, Regatta are some of the best quality clothes that you can get like out there, for sure, man. I just hope that they're gonna watch my video and say, Jay, look, we want to put you on as our model thing, and I'll be like, hey. And if you haven't seen it, the other day I was on Amazon, yeah. And I was on Ox Tools, and as you know, I've done some stuff for Ox Tools before, and I'm actually on Amazon page. This made me really smile, like this photo here, because you got to think that for all of these times of making content, like I'm talking to the camera now, there's nobody here, but people are going to watch, and I'm very thankful at the end of the day. It's not a thing about not being thankful, because you just never know, like with this content thing, what one's gonna just take you into the next space. But I have got a super secret which I can't share with you, but all I'm gonna say to you is that, you see, like next month, so we're in April now, so you see next month I'm doing something which is gonna be on national television. I'm so stoked, excited about it, because myself, I've looked at like television as the next step from social media in the stuff what I do now. I've been asked to go on quite a few things, you know. Someone asked me to go on Squid Games time ago, but because I don't watch Netflix, I didn't even know what it was. I turned it down like a donut, to be honest with you. I've turned a few things down, but I will no longer be turning down opportunities, because I'm ready for them. I've always kind of sometimes put the work forward and said, no, I'm busy. No. I ain't got time for that no more. I've got to blow. And when I say blow up, I mean just do my due diligence and do my rights and show up in places where I would want myself to show up, you know. Like the next thing that you're going to see me on TV, that's like one of them blow your mind shit. Trust me, it's crazy. But I'm thankful that I was given the opportunity to do something like that. And again, I do still do all of these things for the experience. It's not about like, oh, you just want to be an influencer. You just want to be... I've been doing what I've been doing in adverts and stuff like that for the last 6 or 7 years. So this has been a long process of filming myself, doing stuff which other people didn't understand. Like when I first started filming myself, getting a camera, yeah, my mates, and I'll be real with you, my mates with me are like, oh, I don't know why you're doing that. I don't know what you're going to get out of this. I don't know why you do it. And I was doing it for the simple fact to be able to promote my business. I have a brand, yeah, but my brand has collabed with so many people now. It's actually given it so much value. Do you get it? To the point where, like, do you know what? This is worth something, and it's worth continuing on building, but also understanding that every step, yeah, is installing confidence in me, and it's bringing me to a next audience. Like me being on TV, like I told you, that's going to happen that's going to bring a whole different audience, If you have never checked out when I was on ITV last year, go and check that out, because that's on my page, and I'll pin that in the description box so you guys can go and watch that, because that, for me, that happened through my Instagram. ITV contacted me, and yeah, they came round and filmed a bit for the news. Energy efficiency tips with Mr. London Plumber. See, for me, yeah, as someone that grew up watching ITV, I'm from London, innit? So I don't know if you're watching East Anglia News or whatever you're watching, but sometimes I'll be watching that, it's in the back, you know. To see myself on it, proud moment, bro. Proud moment of myself. God's honest truth. Like, the first thing I want to do is obviously show my parents, show my family that, do you know what, I've achieved something, you know, something you lot all watch, which is the news, you know. Like, to make it onto ITV News at 6. This wasn't at 4. This wasn't at the idiot time. This was at 6. Do you get it? So yeah, man, even when I think back now, I think to myself, what an achievement, man. Because again, this all came from making content, filming myself, not really knowing like what was gonna come of it. Do you get what I mean? I didn't know what was gonna come of it. I'd be lying if I did. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Do you get it? Like, I don't be lying about that stuff. I just thought to myself, I'm gonna do it for the experience and for the exposure. The exposure is priceless, and for the experience, it's just something to do. Do you know what I mean? Something to be like, yeah, I was on ITV one time. And people are like, oh wow. And some people don't care, innit? And, you know, I don't care about the people that don't care. I'm happy for the people who are happy for me. I'll be happy for anybody else who got to something like that. It's an achievement at the end of the day. I think in life, we've got to stop looking at these achievements or the things what you do and playing them down. Because when you're not here anymore, like on this earth, those are the things people are going to talk about, innit? So I like to make an impact, because I'm not going to be doing this social media content, filming myself forever. I'm not. I'm going to do it for a period of time, and I'm going to get somebody else. So if you know someone who's a good cameraman, I'm going to start doing some real vlogs where I've got a lot of friends that do a lot of different things, DJs that do. One of my friends actually does a car show thing where he restores vintage cars, and I'm trying to push him to make some more content, and hopefully I'll feature on it because I'm into cars myself. So I think that'll be a good, interesting episode, which is something outside the remit of what I do. But it's me, innit? So we're still going to keep it how I keep it with the content. And I'm just doing it because I want to as well, you know what I mean? I think that it's always time to be able to reach out and do different things. You know, Top Gear is over, so I can't be on that show. But any other shows and stuff like that, yeah, I'm more than up for. But I can't wait for this new project to drop, yeah? The project's crazy. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there on that one, innit? And I'll let you guys simmer on that one. But make sure you're liked, shared and subscribed. And I'll be giving away some giveaways soon. So definitely look out for that, man. I'm going to support you guys on my YouTube channel because you guys have been doing a lot and pressing that subscribe button. So I want to do some giveaways. So on the next one, I'll sort out some giveaways. Give them away. That's it. Simple. Let's get it. It's Mr. London Plumber.